Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, before we kick off the 2020 NFL season, go inside the game with our experts who know everything. Yeah, I said it. They know everything. We're going to get you set for the Texans and the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead tonight. It's NFL Game Day kickoff. It makes me so happy to say, and it's today at 3 only on NFL Network. Texans Chiefs, we are counting down to kickoff right here. Thanks for choosing us this morning, wherever you're watching, YouTube TV, your normal TV over there in the UK and Ireland. We are here to celebrate with you. But we also want to look ahead to these Sunday games, and there's no more intrigue than the fact that we're getting this gift of the Buccaneers and the Saints. Let's send it over to James Palmer. He's got an update on Tom Brady and some of those receivers he will or will not be throwing the ball to.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers star wide receiver Mike Evans missed practice both Tuesday and Wednesday with a hamstring injury. Right now, the team is considering him day-to-day, but Bruce Arians did add if he misses practice all the way through Friday, they still will not rule him out for their game Sunday against the Saints in New Orleans. They will take it all the way up to kickoff to determine if Evans is able to play. Newly acquired running back Leonard Fournette has only been with the team for a handful of practices, but will have a solid role within the game plan against New Orleans. He's been spending time with Tom Brady. They believe he has been picking things up quickly, but obviously he won't be able to do everything. All three backs with LaShawn McCoy, Ronald Jones, and Fournette will be used situationally. Fournette landed in Tampa because he wanted to be a place that had multiple stars that alleviated some of the pressure off of himself. Since he came into the league, he's faced a stacked box more than any other running back in the league. Now he feels like with so many other weapons for Tom Brady to go to, he might be able to run the football very effectively. We'll find out how that goes on Sunday.
Appreciate it, James Palmer. Threw a little shade at Blake Bortles while he was at it, but look at this. It is Drew Brees. He's fallen just short of his Super Bowl appearance these last few seasons. Winning his division, couldn't quite make it. Brees was asked if coming that close this late in his career has begun to weigh on him.
Hey, at this time, man, I'm on borrowed time. I got nothing to lose. So, I'm turning it loose and letting the chips fall where they may. I know that everything happens for a reason, and that in most cases failure is the best teacher. That's the approach I've always taken. That's the approach this team has taken, and I feel like we've found a way to garner strength from each one of these moments from over the last few years, and it's only made us better, and it's only brought us closer to the ultimate prize.
I've got nothing to lose. Oh, guys, it's time for a little believe it or not.
Bing.
I love hearing that from Drew Brees. You know how I feel. He's going to let it fly. Love it. Believe it or not, Drew Brees will let it loose for more touchdown passes than Tom Brady, his opponent for Week 1 in Week 1, Nate.
I believe it, yeah. Drew Brees always starts the season off fast. And the news about Mike Evans having that hamstring and it being a game-time decision, it's going to be tough for me to pick the Buccaneers having a great game in the air. Now, listen, the Bucs might have a better game on the ground, but as far as touchdowns, I'm going with Drew Brees.
I believe it, too. I'm going to say 2 for 2. Brees has more touchdowns, and you might think, all right, well, then the Saints roll. Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. I think Fournette's going to get work. I think the Bucs are going to try to run. I still think Mike Evans is their best player on offense, and if he is limited, I think that alters the game plan. Brady's going to get few. Brees might get more, but does he get the win? Yeah, it is prediction week. I'll tell you later. I think that Brees has more, but maybe the Bucs win.
Tom Brady's walking into the Superdome, and you're picturing Tom Brady walking into a house of horrors. Superdome's going to have 70 decibels of ambient noise pumped in from NFL films. Yep. Tom Brady's going to be able to walk right up there at the line of scrimmage, take his time, pace things in the cadence the way he wants, identify what he's got on the outside. All right, Godwin, talk to Godwin. Hey, Chris, here's what we're going to do. Oh, wait, Gronk. Actually, Gronk, go this way. It's going to be a different deal. Brady at the line of scrimmage with all these weapons. I would be shocked if Evans doesn't play. Come on, it's Week 1 against the Saints in the Tom Brady era. He's going to let that hamstring stop him? Get out of here. I think Brady throws for 4 touchdowns and the Buccaneers take care of business.
Peter, breaking news.
We'd love to know what you guys think. At GMFB, please let us know what you guys think about these. Play along. Tell us how excited you are about football. Let's move on to the Vikings, guys. Let's do it. Switching to the NFC North. They're hosting the Packers on Sunday. Mike Zimmer talked to the reporters yesterday about the challenges his defense has in facing and containing Aaron Rodgers.
That's part of facing a quarterback that moves in and out of the pocket. And, you know, he makes his hay in the red zone by moving out of the pocket and finding guys and buying time for his receivers. And the receivers do an unbelievable job of taking off and either heading back, you know, and changing direction. And then he's able to find them with the great vision that he has. You know, I was watching some tape on him this morning, and you know, some of the plays he makes take your breath away. It's kind of like watching Barry Sanders run the football.
I'm loving everything about this. He's comparing Aaron Rodgers to Barry Sanders. So believe it or not, Rodgers will have more total yards, passing and rushing, than Kirk Cousins in Week 1, Triggs.
I say yes, I believe it, and it's because I don't know what we're getting from Mike Zimmer's defensive backfield. Mike Zimmer is a defensive backs coach at heart, a maestro, but without having all the familiar faces that we're used to in Minnesota, I'm not sure what we're having when you've got two rookies and Mike Hughes really being the corners, add in a questionable Danielle Hunter, and suddenly I'm seeing Aaron Rodgers having his way against the Vikings, even in Minnesota. I believe it. Rodgers starts the season off just right, and he does some numbers bigger than Kirk Cousins.
I don't believe it. Now, Aaron Rodgers, he will have more passing touchdowns, but as far as rushing the ball, Kirk Cousins will actually leave the pocket and try to scramble for a first down. Aaron Rodgers, at this point in his career, he's not leaving the pocket to scramble for a first down. He doesn't want to take any hits. He doesn't want to do the extra work. He's going to use his leg to expand the pocket and expand the play and get the ball downfield. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to do exactly what we're seeing right here, get the ball out of his hands. Kirk Cousins will have more rushing yards. So I'll say Kirk Cousins. The Vikings at home, they're ready for this matchup.
All right. I don't know about Aaron Rodgers and Barry Sanders. If he gets any more gray in that goatee, he's going to look like Harlan Sanders. And yet, Aaron Rodgers is walking into that stadium. What is it, Peter? 70 decibels, no fans. You're going to come up to the line.
70
Devontae,
decibels.
you do this. And Marquez, you do this. Yeah, very, very comfortable. There's something scary going on with the Packers that maybe we're part of it. I'm reading about things where there's fantasy drafts where Aaron Rodgers is going undrafted, getting taken late. There's a lot of teams not picking him. It seems ripe right now, absolutely ripe. And I'm going to say, yes, it is Rodgers. More total stats, more total everything, more total Barry Sanders, more total hair, everything. Aaron Rodgers, I think, would beat Kirk Cousins, as much as I love Kirk.
I agree with you. I think the Vikings are built on the run game, and Aaron Rodgers is going to come out firing Week 1 and on. At GMFB with your thoughts. It's prediction week here on the show, guys, and it all leads to this one. The surf and turf, the big kahuna. Here we go. Who's going to be doing confetti angels in Tampa Bay in 2020? Well, 2021 by then. We're picking teams and winners next.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, this is what we've waited for. Texans and Chiefs, Watson and Mahomes, one man's rematch, another man's revenge. Highlights and heroes of Thursday Night Football tonight, 11:30 Eastern.
Get ready for the weekend. Every Saturday morning, our crew is serving up the latest news and the hottest takes.
This dude is a generational back.
Good Morning Football Weekend, Saturday at